How you doing? I'm Enrrico Wood from Morbido. How you doing?
Amazing.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good. I'm here with Adrian Chiarella. Did I pronounce it well?
Chiarella, yeah, or Chiarella. You can say it however you want. Yeah.
Chiarella, Chiarella.
I'm taking a wild guess. Joe Bird and Stacey Clausen as well from the film Leviticus.
Yes.
Stacey Clausen.
Joe,
Clausen.
I get it right. No,
And
it's
it's
okay.
bird.
That's right. I mean, I was worried I was going to, butcher the names, but
it's so
That's all
fun,
good.
man.
Now we
we
know.
we were having a discussion in the office if the movie was Leviticus or Leviticus because it sounds like Levi's or something like that. But anyway, we were
Right?
just like.
Kind of cool.
Leviticus.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
you want.
whatever you like.
Whatever you
Yeah.
like.
If you're gonna go watch it, well, you can call it whatever you like.
Yeah, and I watched the film, and congratulations on it. You
Thank
you
you.
achieved quite a lot on a very small scale, and let's start the questions if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I want to start with the cast first of all, but it's also a question for the director. Really, it's a question for everyone. Stacey, you get to play dual roles in the film. You get to play the human version of Ryan, but also the entity version of Ryan. What was like to tap into the two sort of streams in there?
Yeah, I mean, like it's interesting. A lot of people have said like you've had Ryan and then the monster version of Ryan. Really, the monster, the entity, is not a version of Ryan. It appears as Ryan and it is, mimicking him. But it isn't him fundamentally. So it wasn't hard to kind of separate those two characters as some people might think, because the entity was its own thing. And I think when it came to portraying that, I found picking a singular intention and finding a singular motivation in every scene and just pursuing that solely was really helpful when it came to portraying the entity. And we had a lot of conversations around how it moves, that it's a predator, all the technicalities around it. Yeah, which made it a lot easier to separate from Ryan than I guess some people think.
And now for Joe, the film is from your point of view, and so we don't really see you play the entity, despite the fact that there's also like an entity version of the name that Ryan gets to see at times. But the film, no spoilers, is left open-ended by the end. So I was wondering if there were discussions during the film about at some point you portraying the entity version, or if at some point, we get to see a Leviticus sequel, it's your turn to play the entity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess what I really did like about the script when I first, read it was that it wasn't trying to do too many things at once, It's like that one perspective keeps the film grounded and simple, and it helps you be able to, achieve all the things that we want. It helps you be able to, care about these characters. So
Mm.
then when the horror elements do come in, hopefully that fear is produced. So I think, yeah, I mean, it's just like less is more, and sometimes you need to just have some simple things to be able to portray the message you're saying. And yeah, it would have been obviously cool to play a little monster name, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah. Well, while we were filming for some of my scenes, sometimes Joe got to like stand in,
Oh
like
yeah.
during rehearsal. So I kind of like he had the tiniest little bit of experience. We never shot any of Joe doing it. But I
Just to
mean,
give you a reference point
yeah,
when
yeah,
he was
yeah.
following you. Yeah,
Exactly. So I
yeah,
had his face. What I was seeing was there, kind of in my head, by
And now
design.
for Adrian, you are also the writer of the film. You
yeah.
came up with this an entire lore, probably for how this thing works and where it comes from. Now, I don't want you to reveal all the secrets or anything like that, but do you have like there's glimpses at a little bit more of depthness when it comes to the entities, not just this mindless thing that goes around. There's a
Right.
point in the film where it almost seems like it also wants to have as much contact as the protagonist of the story. There's a yearning as well for a little bit of I
Mm.
guess, like human warmth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it lures its prey with desire, but I think maybe it's almost like a character in a rom-com that's been sent in to like, ensnare somebody and can't help but fall in love as well. Maybe there's an element of that to the entity. But it's also something you're interested. You mentioned the law. There were things about it that I wanted to parallel the experience of growing up as a young queer person, and one of those things was that it only comes out when you're alone, because there's probably nothing more terrifying for a young person than not being able to just have that safety of being yourself and being with your true emotions when no one else is there to judge you. So to take that away felt like a real nightmare for these characters. And also the idea that no one else could see it except these young people who were cursed, because I think for a lot of young LGBTQ people, it's quite scary that maybe your parents and community don't believe the way that you feel or you identify. They think you're just making it up.
Well, thank you very much. It was a very short time that I had with you, and I had 1,000 more questions, but the ones that I got to ask, and you replied in a very thoughtful manner. Thank you very much for your time,
Thank you
and
so much.
congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Bye.
Appreciate it.
Bye now.
It comes when no one else is around. Nothing can make it stop. Open it! It's gonna kill him! This is what they wanted. They wanted us to be scared.